Alden here with Vendors Tech, here today to show you how to replace coin tubes on MEI, CPI, their new Gryphon coin mech cassette. Alright, so there are 3 different access points depending on which tubes you're removing. The first one is on this side of the cassette, the other one is on the other side of the cassette here, and the third one is right here in the middle, which I'll show you how to access. First of all, we'll start with side access. Okay, so to remove either of these tubes here, you're going to pull down on this black tab and it just unsnaps. You'll release it. You can pull the tubes straight out. They slide in using these tabs here and these tabs here, and so when you put it back in, you need to make sure you get the bottom tabs into their track and the top ones into their track. And this one, you'll notice, does not come out just by lifting it up. There is a little tab right here that you have to push out of the way like that so that the coin tube can come up. Alright, now when we're putting these back in, we're just going to reverse this process. That tab will, or this locking tab will clear out of the way by itself when you go to push that tube back down. Make sure the tubes are all the way down, then latch that back into place. Same thing over here on this side, except this tube does not have a locking tab. You can lift it straight out. Sometimes it's a little bit of a tight fit. It will help if you pull out another tube next to it to get it back in. Make sure that's latched all the way. Now for this one, all that we're going to do is pull this front cover off, and then it'll be the same deal. So you'll notice you can't pull this front piece off just by pulling on it. I'm pulling downward here, this direction. You have to lift up this corner a little bit because there's a locking tab right there. And once you lift that off, you'll be able to pull the whole thing straight down and it'll come off. After that, you have another one of these black tabs here, which you can pull down. After which, you can pull up either of these tubes. Be sure again when you're putting them back on that you catch the lower track and tabs and the upper. Once they're back on, you'll push that tab back into place. When you go to put this front cover on, just go in the left set of tabs there first, and then it'll lay flat like that, and you can just push it back up and it's back together. I would highly recommend notating somehow the change in configuration. This is the code that you're going to have to change in the coin mech. Once you've done this, you'll go in and into your menu and you'll have to change the cassette code, and ideally, unless you're setting up some kind of custom cassette, you want to look in the manual and find out what the pre-programmed tube configurations are. There are several that use a pre-programmed code, so all you have to do is change this code in the coin mech and you're done. A custom tube configuration is more involved and will be, more difficult to accomplish. You've got to program each tube individually in the coin mech. So if you can stick with one of the pre-programmed cassette codes, it tells you how to set this. So that's the menu button, then you'll hit D, then you'll hit your cassette code, then you'll hit F. So look it up ahead of time if you want to change your tube configuration. That way you can use a set code and the coin mech will automatically adjust the tube configuration for you without any hassle at all. The manual or installation instructions are available online with these codes, and I'll post a link in the description as well to where one of them can be found. Until next time, have a nice day.